Let's talk about your last game. Howard, your second home win in a row. It seemed like things started to move in the right direction in that game.
Well, I thought we played with a great deal of energy, and I thought we were able to shoot the ball and hit shots a little bit more than we have in the past. I thought the shots were the same shots we've been taking. I just felt like that we've gained a little bit more confidence shooting the ball. And the truth of the matter is we preach it all the time as coaches that you can never have an off day defensively, but shots do matter. And when they don't go in it does hurt your confidence a little bit. So I felt like in that game we were able to knock down a few more shots, and that helped our defense.
And that has to be the frustrating part of it, because after the game, you hit them in practice,
yeah,
but then when you move to the game, it doesn't happen.
I think just understanding how to play together, we're still doing that. We've got such a new group that they're still trying to figure out where the pass is coming from, when it's coming, and understanding that we need to move the basketball to people so that they are in rhythm when they're shooting the basketball. And all those things are kind of trial by fire right now. And even though we've practiced a lot, we're still trying to figure it out against defenses and changing defenses.
Mm-hmm. I thought three girls probably had their best games of the season. Caitlin Fee,
yep,
who was your scorer last year, and you were counting on her to score this year. She's gotten off to a horrible start, but she hit 6 of 12 and scored 16 points.
Yep.
And Madeline Neff looks like she's starting to come on. She had double figures, and I thought Joanna Irving played her best game of the year, 5 of 7. Great four game. Talk about those three, and it appears those three, at least in that game, had their best games of the year.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think Kaylin, Madeline, and NJ all had really good games, and I think they did it the way they do it. I think Fee hit shots, which is what she's been struggling with. And again, I think when you go from being maybe a third or a fourth option one year to more of a first, second, third option, you get a better defender. And I think learning how to handle that is something that sophomores have to learn to do. Jayana, I mean, is for all intents and purposes, even though she's played 2 years of junior college ball, she's for all intents and purposes she's a freshman here, and I think she was able to get to the basket which is what we've been asking her to do, and I think she was able to find success there. And then Madeline knocking down threes. Madeline's going to be a good player. She's a freshman, and we see days of really great glimpses of her, and then some days we see some inconsistencies. And I thought you saw what she's capable of doing, particularly knocking down the three in that game.
And I guess the key now is for those three to put another good performance on the heels of their last one.
Yeah, and that's been a little bit of the issue, is that the consistency, and it's not just the consistency of the team, it's each individual. So we could go 5 days of having one kid playing really well, and then all of a sudden she slips off and has 5 days where it's not as good. And so just trying to get them to understand that there is confidence there, and that you can build on the success you've had, and hopefully they can start to feed on to each other and to other teammates.
Let's look at your schedule now. You leave this afternoon for Quinnipiac.
Right.
Team having a pretty good season.
Yeah, they're very good. Quinnipiac is a senior team that's been to the NCAA tournament, went to the Sweet 16, well coached and very disciplined, but they're very physical. They too were struggling to shoot the basketball, so I'm hoping that they haven't gotten that fixed in the last 10 days, because it's going to be a challenge regardless. Their defense is exceptional, and then we've got to go on the road and try to win a game on the road, which we haven't done yet.
And after that, you have 4 home games during the Christmas break. Class is out. It would seem to me if there's a time to improve and to make hay, these next 4 home games should be that opportunity. Yeah,
and that's true. I think whenever you take away, and you just can focus on basketball, I think that's important, and particularly with the young team, that they can just focus on trying to get better and learn from what we've already put in their heads and what the game's experiences have already given them. But we still have some challenges. I mean, Ohio's undefeated. Drexel's going to be a CAA contender. Greensboro comes in here, and then we got to start conference play. So it's not going to be easy to try to get better, but it's certainly going to be a good time of year to try to get better.